What's up, fools? It's your boy J to the A to the double N-E, and yeah, this is the first round of mostly GTSeries, and we are still missing one competitor, but let's not let that bother us. And yeah, it's gonna be with the same protocol than the previous series with rally cars as well. So first we have a 30-minute practice session, which is already 10 minutes in, and then we have a 15-minute quali, and based on that we have the grid for first race, and first race is roughly around 20 minutes, and there's our final entrant. And after that it is a 10 to 15 minute break, and race number 2 with reversed grid based on the classification from race 1, and it's going to be with a rolling start. So yeah, and the second race will be roughly around 30 minutes, and in this case it's 17 laps, and the first of which will be used to like make the order proper for the flying start. And yeah, this time around the entrants were allowed to pick between the GT4 cars that are in the game. So it is Maserati MC12. No, not MC12. It's the Maserati Gran Turismo MC GT4, Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport, and Lotus Elise. Lotus Elise GT211 GT4, but that is old as fuck, and it is only on the semi-slick tire compared to the slick tire on the Maserati and the Porsche. So it is quite uncompetitive. And I've chosen Maserati to be my weapon of challenge for this one, as have most of the competitors as well. So it's gonna be quite interesting if the two Porsche drivers can mix up the pack or not. But yeah, I think there's a reason for most of us picking Maserati, since from my personal experiences this car is a bit more stable, although this doesn't have any sort of driving aids provided by the factory, so no ABS, no traction control in this one, unlike in the Porsche Cayman GT4. And this car is harder for maintaining tire temps, but then again this car is easier on the tires, so it should play to a slight advantage in the longer race at least. And yeah, I think that's about it. Oh fuck, I've forgotten to take away my fuel, and I forgot to also set up my tire pressures. So yeah, we are allowed to adjust brake power, brake bias. The fuel levels are to the minimum, since there's no fuel depletion. Well, you don't use any fuel in this one basically. And then you are allowed to change the tire compound, but here we can see there's only one compound, and then the tire pressures in order to make the cars work a bit better on the tires. But those are the only changes that we are allowing here, so that no one needs to test for like multiple days just to get a good setup for the car. So it should be relatively accessible series, since it doesn't take much time to set up the tire pressures, just a couple of laps to get them in temps, and then if they are too hot, maybe drop down the pressure a bit, or shift to a harder compound, or then if it's not heating enough, then just lower the pressures and repeat until you get all the tires to be green like there. And we practice for it this series in, if I remember correctly, in Monday and Tuesday, and that's the only time I've driven, or the last time that I've driven with this car in track combination, so it's gonna be somewhat interesting to see how it will go now come race day. Oh, and yeah, one more plus on the Maserati choosing is that I was able to do a tiny bit faster lap with the Maserati. So, and by tiny bit I mean 0.6 seconds, so... and that's quite a bit, to be honest. And yeah, the rear right is struggling a bit for heat throughout the race, but it's already at the lowest possible pressure, so there's nothing we can do about it. And there's only one tire compound to be chosen as well, so not much we can do about it. And just try to throw the car in a bit so that or try to slide a bit out from the corners in order to make the rear wheels spin, and then therefore gain some heat. And yeah, as I said, the Maserati isn't equipped with any driving aids from the factory, so no ABS, no traction control, so it is slightly more of a driver's car than the Porsche. And don't even remember what was the situation with the Lotus, but it was 3 or so seconds lower per lap, so it quickly was clear for me that I wasn't going to use that. Oh, penis. But yeah, those are the kind of slides that you need to warm up the rear tires. And seems like I'm the only one who is double apexing the third last corner. So it's interesting to see that the others aren't doing it. But each to their own. And so far the pace hasn't been good, but I hope that it will improve as we practice a bit more. And get back in the zone, so to say. I mean, my PB with this car in here is 152 sharp, if I remember correctly, so there's quite a bit of work to do to reach those numbers. Or at least if we are looking at the first proper lap, or well, somewhat of a proper lap, since there was a bit of pluggage there thanks to the slight crash. So yeah, our time is bound to get better, especially when the lap delta is gonna love it when we head to the final sector, because I had to slow down a bit already in here, and then quite a bit more in here. So yeah, looking like I found some sort of a shortcut or something, but no, it's just that I don't need to be careful of the others. So yeah, quite a bit of an improvement, but there's still quite a bit of time to be found over the lap. But I'm not worried. There's still plenty of time before we begin the qualifying and even more importantly the race. And it's really important to not drift wide here, since I went once when we were practicing. We were doing a practice race. I was hunting down someone in front of me, don't remember who, but I barely went wide with all the 4 tires, and I've gotten a 10-second slowdown penalty immediately, even though I didn't even gain any time, instead lost it for going a bit wide in the corner to that sort of fake grass thing, that green one, which is annoyingly slippery. And yeah, this is a really tricky corner, this right-hander, since you have to take just a tiny bit of your pace or speed off and then try to get onto the throttle as soon as possible. Oh, pins. Oh, not quite in between the lines, but not gonna reach 152s yet. Not quite, but there's still, as I said, a tiny bit to go. But P1 at the moment, that's encouraging. And yeah, it's not about the absolutely fastest lap, more about the consistency over the laps. That's the important thing here. That's what I'm hoping to achieve. And there's a bit of a lockup, seems to be, and can't have too many of those if I want to preserve my tires. Oh, that was a shit exit. You can see the lap delta climbing up like Esa-Pekka Lappi on today's standings in Rally Sweden. Oh boy, that was a great recovery drive. And slight, not that slight, well, yeah, quite slight improvement over the previous lap there. And yeah, there's one more new thing in this series compared to the rally car series, which is that this time we have the tire wear at 200%, which means that you need to be more careful with your driving, and so that you will preserve your tires and you don't have to pit, or that you will need to pit less, at least. I think that's going to be more of a problem when we head to the later rounds of the championship, since the next weekend we will be at Imola with GT3s, and after that we will be at Vallelunga with GT2s / GTEs, and hello. And after that we will be at Nürburgring GP GT with the GT1s, and the final round will be Group C cars at Spa-Francorchamps. And That's gonna be the most exciting one for me, probably, because Spa is an amazing circuit and those Group C monsters are just incredible. But yeah, it's really difficult to get that almost flat right-hander right. And apparently there's a bit of a issue with my mic. It's partly yes. I mean, I wasn't surprised that Neville was strong because he had a relatively good starting place there, but I have to say I was surprised by how strong Craig Breen was. That was a pleasant surprise. And what else? Yeah, it was quite unfortunate for Tanak, especially with the off when battling with Meek, and yeah, wasn't quite Jari-Matti's rally either, like it was last year, so a bit of quite a shame on that regard as well. But and yeah, of course, Mads was quite surprising. I mean, first event in that car with only 1 day of testing. Well, I wouldn't say that Mikkelsen did that much of a disappointment, but all the others mainly, yeah. Oh, and I liked Lappi's performance mostly, apart from that slight mistake when he went wide or deep into the banks. That was his only mistake, where he lost like half a minute on that stage. So without that, he probably would have battled for the lead throughout the rally. So it was a bit of a shame, but those things happen, and at least he made a great recovery to make up for it, and those 5 power stage points were really good as well. And what else? Yeah, I didn't quite like the sort of mess around with OJ at the last stage. Don't know if it was like on purpose or not, but I just didn't enjoy that he was. I mean, yeah, it was within the rules, but I just didn't like the way he did it. Sort of gave me an impression that he thinks that he's entitled to start further back just because he's a world champion and all that. So yeah, not having that. But he isn't my favorite driver anyway, so he's probably my least favorite out of all in the WRC, to be honest. And not only because he's so successful, no, but because of his attitude at certain situations. Yeah, me too. Especially Breen. I mean, like, yeah, he had a good road position, but there were quite some other guys as well with good road positions who weren't able to capitalize it as well. So, yeah. Oh, my throat seems to be a bit sore, but yeah. And yeah, I did. It was, I mean, I wouldn't like actually blame either of them. I mean, both of them could have done things differently, but all those things together caused the situation. So it was what you would call a racing incident on circuit racing side. Oh, Pedro, super fast here in practice, and it seems to be quite close. Top 5 within a second or so. So looking good so far. Yeah, we are about to start qualifying, and Pedro Q so far the fastest. Really nice, considering that he's sort of a well, he hasn't like announced to be on the full season, so interesting to see if that he hasn't said it for sure that he will be throughout the season with us. So hopefully he will get a good result here, which will encourage him to continue with us. And yeah, before we start quali, I'll change my... Oh, never mind. I won't change anything, apparently. But yeah, no, it's a tough job trying to beat Pedro for pole, and I think that also Crisis and Pokemon can surprise us, and even Mikkomo and Lumiyara. There's plenty of potential on many of us for pole, so that's nice. And yeah. Now we have 15 minutes, which is roughly 7 laps or so for qualifying, which is the time that in which we hope to achieve the maximum out of this car on this track. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting race, hopefully, at least. We had a good couple of practice races as well on Monday, I believe. It was really close, like less than a second between me and Lumiyar for the win, if I remember correctly. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting, that's for sure, one way or the other. And now for a bit of a gap before the car ahead, so that I will be right on his tail on my fast lap. At least hopefully it will be a fast lap. But yeah, here we go. Tire temps quite good, all green, so that's a start. Hugging the curb like it's my favorite grandma there, and a bit of a slide, which was quite unnecessary, and I fucked up that corner, that's for sure. Shouldn't have to lift on that one. And slowly getting onto the throttle. Oh, there's a bit of a surprise there in the form of a Maserati GT4 car. Oh, really slippery out here apparently. Why did I shift the second there? That should be a third gear corner. Fuck. Small acceleration and then slamming the throttle like Total Wolf slams tables. And then on the throttle again for the surprisingly important corner on this track. I mean, after this we head to the final straight. Oh fuck. Shouldn't read the comments while trying to achieve the fastest lap possible. But I do follow a bit of Finnish Rally Championship, but mainly from the results and all that, so. And then Formula 1, of course, since I had that awesome reference to Total Wolf banging tables like they are your mom. And then a bit of GP2 as well, but that's mostly what I have time for, since and interest as well, because yeah, I'm one of those adolescents who have an attention span as long as Ron Dennis's hair, so yeah, I'm not that keen on watching racing going on for like several hours. What about you? Yeah, that's fucked up now, for sure. Yeah, let's go to the pits before the next attempt. I need to go a bit of a nervousness pee, so I'll be right back. Oh, NASCAR, that's quite interesting, to be honest. And oh fuck yes, so far the fastest. And yeah, I personally haven't watched it since the American time zone is quite different compared to Finland, so it's relatively difficult to watch the races since they usually happen quite a bad time for a Finn who is trying to be a participating member of the society here. So different thing if I were like some isolated youngster who wishes to never work and to never do anything, then I would have no problem staying up and watching the races, but yeah, it's a bit tricky from out here. Now we have still 6.5 minutes of the qualifying left, so I have time for 3 laps. Quite closely, since one lap is a bit less than 2 minutes and you get to finish the lap that you're on. So, and it's really close as well. Top 7 within 0.6 seconds. That's really, really nice. Oh, that's not nice. But let's try another lap. Hello. Nice to see you here as well. There's 5 minutes remaining on the qualifying and then we start the first race. Yeah, totally fucked up that first, well, not first, third corner, sorry. I think I should be a bit more, have a bit more discipline for myself. I'm driving a bit nervously at the moment. Oh, the situation has changed and Pedro Q is in the lead now. But not to worry, I can fuck up many laps. That's my secret. I'm quite good at that as well. Yeah, you can see the master in action right now. How to fuck up your laps as efficient as possible by Janela. Oh, fucked up the next one as well. Oh, penis balls. Yeah, losing like several years on this straight now thanks to the lousy last corner. And I apparently was able to fuck up this third corner even worse this time around. So situation is just getting better and better, and whoa, fuck, way too early on the apex. Apparently there's a recurring theme of being too early everywhere in my life. So doesn't surprise me that much. Of course now I got that corner relatively good when I'm not looking like to improve my lap time on this one. But yeah, final attempt starting right about now. Hopefully we can now nail the final corner so we don't doom our upcoming lap from the beginning. And oh, that's not good. I was fooled by it first, but then no good. Now, surprisingly good first corner, or the first sector, to be honest. Maybe I should just shut up and drive for this lap. Quite a bit of a lock up there. It didn't seem to tamper our performance that much through that corner. And yeah, another fuck up there in the S-curve. And not that well through this one either. Fuck me. I really need to work some miracles. Oh, fucked up that corner apparently. Yeah, there was potential for a good lap in the beginning, but then I just fucked up. So only P4 for me. Fuck. There's Pedro, Lumiere and Mikkomo ahead of me, so can't be happy with that performance. And then PP Heinonen at 5th, and then Crisis, Pukama and Zane and Iba is running off the bottom. But yeah, not happy with my performance at all. But this is not where the points are given, so that's what we need to keep in mind for the upcoming race. That the points will be giving at the end of the race, so not giving up yet. Not at all. And apparently we are about to start, so strapping in my gloves properly. And yeah, about to start. First race, 11 laps. Let's get it. A good start will help us a lot. And we did not get that. Perfect. Thanks for the good luck wish. the top 3 was able to escape a bit from me, thanks to my small battle with PP_Heinen. But there's still 10 laps after this one for me to try and catch them. So oh, Mikkomo running wide there, giving me the 3rd place on a silver plate there. First lap done, got up 1 position thanks to the fact that Mikkomo went a bit wide on the last corner. Now I'm hunting down Lumijar in P2. Or at least hoping to hunt him down, but it's not gonna happen with that such of a shitty execution of T3, that's for sure. Now all I need to do is focus and drive fast. Sounds simple, and it is, in a way, but it's not easy to drive fast. That's the challenge here. Oh, fucked up there properly. Big time. Lost all the possibilities of getting down into the slipstream of Lumijar for this straight, but yeah, there's still 9 laps to go, so it's nothing is lost yet. And Pedro banging in the quick laps. Exactly what I need to do as well if I wish to end this race in the top step of the podium. Turning in slightly too early, just slightly, but too early still. Oh, scary. I need to avoid those. Can we keep it on the road? Yes, we can. And yeah. P2 is right on my side there, alongside with Lumijar. And why the fuck am I having so much trouble exiting that corner now? Wasn't any issues on that one during the practice sessions in the week, so it's a bit weird how that keeps happening now. Maybe it's something to do with the nervousness. Seems like he's a bit nervous as well, locking up into T1. And yeah, it's quite of a bummer to see Pedro steady slow but steady escape to the horizon. It's not something that I'd like to see, to be honest with you. Oh, almost ran right there. Focus now. Now is my chance. Side by side. Fuck yes. That was an important one. Because now I can try to hunt down the old man, also known as Q Pedro Q. But not gonna happen with this sort of lap times. Thanks. That felt really, really good. Oh, penis. My mic is acting up again, providing a bit of a distraction for me. Unnecessary one, may I add. Yeah, they didn't nail that corner now, that's for sure. Missed the apex completely there. At least got it there, but still no PB for me. But it's really likely that Pedro got like 151 and something because he's so far away. Just feels like he's getting further and further away, so nice at all. And there, okay, there's still half of the race to go, so let's not say anything decisive yet after all. that's more like it. Now I just need to do... Oh, for fuck's sake! Just as I thought that, yeah, now I'm starting to catch him, and then that Pedro dude shows up with an even faster time. So yeah, it's slightly demotivating, but oh, there's still laps to go. And mistakes to be made both ways. But yeah, I might be somewhat silent now, since I'm really focusing on catching Pedro. That's my main goal now. Not gonna improve my PB? Nope. Not with that sort of a shit last corner. So you're on the apex slash the accelerator, so lost a bit of time there coming out of that corner. Starting to feel like I'm overdriving a bit. So that's not good, I need to shake that off to calm my tits a bit. Yeah, that sort of a lockup is something that I really don't need at the moment, so I should try to avoid those instead of making more of them. Oh boy. starting to look like I won't catch him just by driving, so either I need to find extra 100 bhp or he needs to do a mistake. I'm not thinking that he will do a mistake, so if someone is gonna do it, it's gonna be me, judging by the fucking lap times. Shit! Fuck. 2 laps to go. Really trying still, not giving up at all, but starting to feel a tad hopeless, to be honest. Yeah, that was a bit of a shit execution of that corner. One more lap to go. Seems like the gap is getting slightly smaller, but he still needs to do like a proper mistake for me to catch him. Yeah, the gap is getting smaller, but by not enough. So yeah, a couple of laps more would have really aided me. But the race is as long as there is laps, so yeah. Well done to Pedro for starting the season with a win. Sadly there wasn't a win for me this time around, but I'll try really hard on the next one then. Damn. And hopefully I don't get caught up in the yeah. 2 games, but I would have wanted them to beat 3, so yeah. I mean, there were quite a bit of mistakes still. Wasn't able to provide like a solid, consistent pace, so I'm a bit disappointed in myself. There was a bit too much of swinging between my lap time, so yeah. But there's still race number 2 coming up, so hopefully we can strike back there, and hopefully we can then end on the top step of the podium, but at least got some nice overtakes and all that, so could have been worse. And yeah, sorry, I had to save the video clip from that one. And yeah, Petro was just fucking fast throughout the race. Hats off to him. And yeah, I think I saved it. Now a bit of a break, and then another lobby. Practice session for 10 minutes, qualifying, nope, skip. Race duration 17 laps. And oops. But the positive in that race was that I didn't like feel that my wrist didn't hurt like at all. There's been some weird wrist pain for me. But yeah, I think that I could create the lobby now. So yeah, going offline for a bit, or off screen for a bit. To invite everyone for the lobby number 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And again, going off screen a bit. Oh, let's pause that. and yeah, there's quite a few joinees already, and I need to take another nervousness piss before the next race because I was quite nervous and I will be quite nervous. So yeah, I'll be back soon. Don't go anywhere. Race 2 starting in roughly around 8 minutes. Yeah, hopefully in the second race I'll be able to challenge for the win, because that's what I'd like to do. Surprisingly. But yeah, all in all quite a good race, to be honest. A bit gutted that I wasn't able to secure the win, but there's plenty of races to go. That was only the first race out of 10 in this series, so nothing to worry about yet. And yeah, I need to remember to fix my setup again, so that it will be appropriate for the upcoming race. And oh boy, I'm really sweaty. That's not nice. Yeah. Reversed order for the next race. Can't remember the order. I have to cheat a bit and look it from my phone. So first will be Iba, then Crisis 09, then Pukama, Mikkomo, Seine Island, Lumijar, PP_Heinonen, yours truly, and Q Pedro Q starts last. So So yeah, had some sort of a point in my mind, but I already forgot about it. But yeah, are you guys planning on participating on the Dirt 4 World Championship thingy? Because, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try for that, since I have seen that that there is slight possibility of me being relatively competitive in that tournament, so I at least have to try, because otherwise I will be really mad at myself. It's one of those what ifs then for the rest of the life. But yeah, I do recognize and realize that rallycross is my weak point. So that's if so I think that I'll be more stronger in the rallying aspects of the competition. It starts tomorrow, as far as I know, and it will first there will be 6 weeks of qualifiers, which is basically hot lapping the shit out of the selected stages, and then after that there is some sort of a semi-final phase where there is rallycross and rally, and then quarterfinals maybe, and then the grand final in Silverstone. So yeah, all of that is coming up still. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. All good in the hood. Strapping again into the race armor. And yeah, if you haven't noticed, I've got new awesome, wait, that way, sparkle gloves. It's the KG5 karting glove. And yeah, these cost me about 40 euros with post, so not that bad. So the next thing that I need to do is to clean this shiny piece of shit to make it more matte, like this, so that this will be even more useful. But yeah, they are really sticky and really nice. Definitely better than my fucking working gloves. Didn't even have any of this fancy silicone shit in them. So all I need to do worry about that I'll be second last. Come on, who's next? Trying to get some heat into the tires. desperately, since it's gonna suck having to drive with cold tires. And the group is in order. Oh, a proper lockup, that's the way to warm up the tire. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky to get the tires up to temps after the slow start. Oh, that's one way to warm up your tires as well. Bit of drifting to warm up the rubber. Oh, surprisingly good start for me, considering that I usually suck at rolling starts. There's some contact. Oh, I wish there was more space. Oh, for fuck's sake! Now my race got a shit ton more difficult. Fuck. Not exactly what I had in mind for this race, but head down and try to work the positives out of this. Just to clarify, I'm not blaming anyone yet for the situation, but just being really fucking pissed in general. Because I think this might also hurt my straight line speeds a bit, having a damaged car. There's someone spun, PP_Heinonen. So I'm up to P6, but that's not making me that much happier, since I could be up there. Quite a bit further up, ahead of petrol for example. Fuck, just my luck. That one time when I get a good start on rolling starts, which are my weakness, then I get punted off. Or well, I don't know if I was punted off or if I caused that myself, but still I'm involved in a situation that leads to me being off the track and with a damaged car. Tight battle going on ahead of me. Hopefully it doesn't end up in tears for anyone involved. Now getting a really good run against Crisis 09 from the last corner, so hopefully this is my chance. Braking way too early. So no, that's not gonna be my chance then. But yeah, it would be quite crucial for my race to get past him and then start attacking petrol. Fuck. Not the exit that I had in mind. Fuck me. Again, really close. Oh no, I'm on the outside. That sucks. Oh, that was PP that close. Didn't notice him that much, to be honest. Shit, it's really close racing now, so at least it's entertaining for you guys, but still, I'd much rather be cruising in my own solitude. rather than mid-back, having to struggle for each position. Yeah, I was way too pushy through there. Fuck! Fuck, fuck, fuck! Stupid rookie mistake. Fuck. Hello, who's that? Oh, this is the club of really fucking awful sim racers. Wanna join the club? Janne Lahanen. Fucking would love to. Yeah, let's fuck up that corner. That sounds nice. Yeah, let's fuck up a perfectly good lap in the final fucking corner. This is not my day at all. Lost like 4 tenths on that corner alone. Now I'm again with the pack, so improving lap times is gonna get tricky now, but at least until I get some fresh air. In other words, an empty track. But I think that's gonna take time, if it's even gonna happen. Fuck yes, that was important. Yeah, the P1 guy has fucked off way ahead of us, but the three of us are now struggling for P2 here. So 7.5 laps to go or so. So yeah, there's still plenty of time for things to happen. Hopefully they will start to become good things instead of all the bad shit that has been happening so far in the race. Well, that was a good thing for starters. Fuck yes. That's not. And that's not either a good thing. Nor is that. Need to pull. Or I need to pull my head together now so that I can put in some good laps and hopefully overtake Crisis and then start bothering our P1 guy, whoever that might be. Or wherever he might be. I'd be happy to even just see him at this point of the race. I'd even pay someone. Okay, no, I wouldn't since I'm poor as fuck, but still. I think I might be a tiny bit too far to attempt anything on this straight. Well, he went a bit wide, so that's good for me. But then cleanly covers the inside line, so I can't make a move down it. I don't like it how Pedro has creeped up really close to me. Yeah, let's miss the apex, that sounds like a good idea. Fuck! Fuck! Oh, fuck yeah, let's ruin our race with a stupid fucking mistake. Sounds great to me. Ah, fuck. Really need to work on my consistency, because this shit will not slide in the future races. Fucking rookie mistakes, like a shit ton of them. It's like if I'm not even trying to do well in this competition. Annoying as fuck. Oh, and then I missed the braking point for the fucking easiest braking point on the whole fucking circuit. Come on. I might as well just reverse through the fucking circuit. That will help me just equally as much. Three laps to go. Hopefully I can at least catch the guys ahead and try something, but we'll see. We'll see. Not again. I think I've done enough stupid mistakes there already for this race. My blood pressure is like fucking million. whatever. Shit ton of stupid mistakes. Shit ton of them. Fucking frustrating as hell. At least some points, but still. There was potential for so much more. Annoying as fuck. And there's Pukama with his V-Rally 2 style finish. At least lighting up my mood a bit. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And apparently we're still waiting for someone to finish, since we are still here and not in the pits, since it usually takes us to the pits when we are done with the race. So yeah, there's a slight wait. Well, not anymore. Of course, when I start to complain, it stops. But yeah, there was plenty of promise going into the race weekend, but couldn't do shit. So it's really frustrating. But let's try again next weekend. And hopefully it will be better than instead of this bullshit. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Sorry for me being such a whiny bitch. But that's how it goes when I can't drive. And yeah, next weekend it's gonna be GT3s in Imola, so let's hope that we can turn our luck around in there. Now it's time to say thanks for watching. There's gonna be probably some sort of highlights from this race and or the lowlights actually, but whatever. Yeah. It's gonna be coming probably tomorrow, and then there's gonna be Maximum Attack Mondays tomorrow as well for you guys, hopefully to enjoy. And yeah, no problem. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.